Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, the arsonist was at it again last night. Another bloody big fire on the back of the allotments. We had the firefighters on here, actually the fire engine on the allotments, and there was one at the back. They put the fire out. 5 minutes response, 5 minutes to put the fire out. Absolutely awesome. They really are good. It took them about 25 minutes to get the engine back off the allotments. They couldn't drive round the road. Right in the far corner, it's a very tight bend. Lucky there's a bit of a car park at the top, so they managed to do a 3-point turn in and come back this way. So let me show you the firefighters at it, putting the fire out for the 4th time this week.
Again for the 2nd time in less than a week, and there's a major fire going on just over the back of my allotments. Here's where my girls are, my chickens. And the fire now is starting to spread down the back. If it gets to here, then we're in serious trouble. The fire brigade have just gone round now to the back of to get at the back of the fire, and they've set a fire further down the allotments as well. We've got fires burning everywhere, and these are youth, kids who have done this. This is, like I say, they're doing it every other night, and as you can see, the fire is starting to get closer and closer. Absolutely unbelievable. Well, it's catching now. You can just see it just behind the trees. Another 5 minutes and we'll have no chickens by looking at that fire.
Is there any way we can move them?
I'll get them out before then, but it's ridiculous, this, isn't it? All this in the air.
And the 2 asthmatics on the plots.
I know, it's terrible. Well, this is all we need, isn't it? Fire brigade. They're the guys over there putting the fire out. And here's my plot. Unbelievable. They set all the fires all the way along the back of the allotments, these kids, and then Dumber, as you can see, the fire brigade are there with the ladders. And basically they saved me chickens, so thumbs up to them all. And as you can see, there's the fire engine. I'm just going to have a quick word with him, so I'll be right back.
So as you can see, the little arsonists there, they never get burnt. Absolutely ridiculous. They set fires in 3 different points. They're basically trying to create as much damage as they can. And there's all birds nesting in the trees behind me plot. Luckily they didn't catch fire to that part, and it was all just behind, just where the field joins the woodland, basically. They actually set it on light, but the fire brigade put it out, and yeah, they did a pretty good job. And anyway, it took them about, like I said, 20 odd minutes to get out of the place. Unbelievable. So we need to do something with the top corner to make it accessible for fire engines as well. Ambulances can get round there, but not the big fire engines. Anyway, I don't know if it's me or you know, I'm looking into things, but I've been watching a lot of you guys' videos, and I've noticed that everyone seems to be struggling, and everything seems to be, the fruit seems to not be quite as big as it normally is. The onions are all going over. Potatoes are not doing very well, and obviously it's all down to irregular watering. I mean, we've had what, 5 weeks, 5.5 weeks of sunshine, and that's took its toll. And I actually started like putting stuff in, and I'm well behind on some in my tomatoes. I've still got tomatoes about not even, you know, they're only about a foot or so high at the moment. I've got others which are fully grown, but yeah, everything's it's taking its time. Some things are doing okay, but a lot of things are struggling, and point in case, my onions, my Centurion and what was the other one? Centurion and Stir On. They was doing wonderfully, but you know, because we were constantly watering them, but the sun actually got to them and they just went over the top. So once they go over, that's it, they're ready for going. They didn't bolt, they just went over, and it was a shame really, because they was doing so well. They would have done a lot better if the sun wasn't so relentless. Anyway, the good news is that day we were due for rain, so I thought, let's lift all these onions. So what we did, we lifted the onions and we turned the bed over. I used a 3-pronged hoe to start off with, and then I switched to a Chinese shovel. And I'll tell you, I'll be using that Chinese shovel again. It's the first time I've ever used it. I'm going to show you the sequence of clips now of lifting the onions up. But we'll have a look at a few of the onions, show you, you know, they're fair size, they're not too big, but you know, at the end of the day, they're onions, and they always, growing your own onions always taste better than the shop bought onions. It don't matter what size they are, they just totally taste different. So let me show you me doing that clip now, and we'll be right back.
It's time to lift these onions up now. They're not brilliant, but you know, what more do you want? Decent size-ish, and could have done better, but they've all gone over in this heat, and there's nothing I can do about that. We've tried watering them, and well, they succumbed to the heat, unfortunately. But no, they're sort of onions we're getting. No, none of that bottom end rot, so that's not too bad. Anyway, we're just going to continue clearing these away. We're going to clear this bed up, and then we're going to turn it over and get it ready for the next lot of stuff that we're going to be sticking in it. What, I've got no idea, but we'll think of something. But yeah, I'm just continuing clearing it all away now, so we'll be right back, folks. We've got it all cleared, just in time, because it's starting to spit with rain. But before we do that, I'm going to tidy the bed up. Absolutely bone dry. We've been watering this every single day. Absolutely incredible. Useless. Right, so that's all the weeds out of it, which are there. Now then, go and see just what a nightmare this is to put the. Try it with a 3-pronged hoe to start off with. Thought we might have needed this. It's shorter work. Well, as you can see, this Chinese hoe makes short work of everything. Back of it just breaks the lumps up. Anyway, I'm going to rake this flat. I'm going to have to be quick about it because it's starting to rain, which is absolutely awesome. We've had no rain in nearly 6 weeks. But yeah, this Chinese hoe is absolutely, definitely worth spending a few quid on. This was a friend of mine's who's no longer with us, and as you can see, it makes short work of the digging. It's better than a spade, to be quite honest with you. So that's what it looks like anyway. Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, I'll just finish it off here with the rake and I'll show you it all done. So we've got the onions out in the nick of time, and we got it all turned over with the Chinese hoe and the 3-pronged hoe. It's all raked flat, all been broken up lovely, and for the first time in 6 weeks it's actually raining. I don't know if you can see it raining, it's just starting up now, so there's the result. We've been really needing this rain, and this is the first time it's actually rained. How long it's going to last I don't know, but what we really need is a real downpour, and torrential rain would be perfect. But this bed here has all been turned over, and that Chinese hole there, or spade, or whatever you like to call it, is done the job pretty quickly actually. Better than that 3-pronged hoe. A few bits of weed in there. We'll put them in the compost bin and put them back next year onto the bed. But as you can see, this is an empty bed now. What we're going to put in it, I've got no idea. So let's get out of this rain, get everything put away before we get a complete drenching. Not that I'm complaining.
So there you go, we actually got it raked, and then the heavens opened and it started to rain, which was pretty awesome because it rained for a day. And this is why I put this shirt on. I mean, the shirt's coming back off because for the last couple of days it's changed from the rain to brilliant sunshine again. So we've had 1 day of rain out of 6 weeks. That's how much we probably had, that much penetration of the soil with that rain. I mean, it constantly rained the full day, and when we moved the soil back, it only penetrated that much into the beds. That shows you we need lots more rain to actually replenish the water table on the plot. But I'm sure we're going to get that the rain very not too far away from the rain. So you know, just accept the beautiful sunshine as it is. But yeah, it is taking its toll. There's a lot of plots on here struggling to grow anything. It really is. And they're constantly running the water. It's constant watering. If you don't keep the watering up, everything starts to bolt. So you know, all the lettuces and everything are bolting. Well, I decided to do 3 lots of lettuce. So last night I actually put some lettuce into the. I've got this frame right next to the chickens, and I decided to actually put some 3 different varieties of lettuce in there. So I'm going to take it up there now, and I'm going to show you me just putting 1 or 2 lettuce. I think it's the 5. I'm going to show you me just doing a few of them, the last couple, and I'll show you the lettuce and tell you a bit about what varieties we're doing this year. So take a look at this.
As I'm sticking the last of me cos lettuce in here,
I just thought I'd show you, give you a quick all I do. There you go. Next one. And it goes. Won't be long before we'll be getting a few of these. Last one here. Let's move the soil. Perfect. Now, what I didn't show you, that's a bit horrible. What I didn't show you was me putting the rest of them in here. Now, this row here, this is called Little Gem. This one here is called Radicchio. This is another lettuce, and again this is cos lettuce. So there's 3 different lettuces here: cos, Radicchio, and Little Gem. And as you can see, they look pretty healthy, and it's not took me no time at all to stick these in here. We prepared the ground yesterday. It's been raining this morning, first time for everything. We've had no rain for over 6 weeks, and it's welcome, I tell you. So all I'm going to do now, lift this off here, that to one side, and bring the frame over, and the Snuggers Bugs in rugs. So there we go, all done. So, like I say, the cos, the Little Gem, and the Radicchio, it won't be. I think in this weather, as long as we keep watering it and we don't let it bolt, if you stop watering it, they'll just bolt, just go to seed. So you've got to be careful. Just don't, you know, once you start watering, just make sure you keep it up, guys, because as soon as you stop, the plant thinks, oh right, it's ready to start, you know, to produce seeds, and that's what happens, they bolt. But hopefully we'll get some nice lettuce, and that Radicchio is absolutely wonderful. It's like a purple lettuce with like white veins in it, and it looks pretty awesome in salads. You know, you got your tomatoes and you've got your cucumbers and your sweet corn and all that chopped up and all mixed up. It looks really, really nice with some olive oil on it and what have you. And it's like a peppery taste as well, the Radicchio. So, I say we've just put 3 varieties in there. The bed what we had the onions in, and they're not drying out nicely in here. We're going to be putting some cabbage in there, but what I've been doing over the last couple of days, I've been pouring, I reckon I've poured 20 buckets of water into that bed, just to penetrate, you know, like I said, the rain what we had only penetrated this much of the soil. So I've been filling me buckets up, and I've been pouring them onto the beds and completely drenching it. I reckon we're going to do that, put another 10 buckets on, and then I think we'll be able to put the cabbage in. And I've got a couple of varieties of cabbage that I'm going to be doing, so I'll show you me doing 1 or 2 of them, and hopefully we'll get some cabbage. I've just got to sort the frame. I've got to sort a net out for them as well, because we've got a lot of these cabbage whites are everywhere, and the last thing you want is them getting underneath your bloody nets, and you're losing all your cabbage to the caterpillars. But yeah, that'll be a video we'll be putting up very soon. And I've got a few little videos there what I'm going to be putting up then. We did some they're called mohawk. We started they're a pepper. We started them from seed, and obviously we transplanted them, and we started them from seed. I never bothered to show you them videos, so we've got a few little videos to show you of me doing them. I'll be putting them in amongst all the updates, which I'll be posting up shortly. Well, that's it for this one, guys. I'm just sat here now, hoping that we not have a repeat of the last four nights where the little arsonists set fire to the place. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye for now.